Hello, this is Makeda of the Boston Bidoofs, and today I'm going to be going over my Week 5 match versus the San Francisco Cinderace. And I'm not going to lie to you, this is the match that I look forward to every season. The coach of the San Francisco Cinderace is pretty fairly equally skilled in Pokemon as I am. I would say he's probably a little bit more skilled. He's lost a total of 2 times in the course of all 3 seasons so far. So I'm hoping to give him a nice number 3 this week. And I feel like I have a very favorable matchup against his team this season, which is great for me. Let's go over it really quick. So you can see right off the bat, Venusaur Gmax versus Rillaboom Gmax. I win almost every time in a 1v1. That's fantastic. S tiers, Azumarill tanks the Vicious Rens from his Dracovish really well and can kill it with a Play Rough. And his A tier, my Volcarona beats his Skarmory in a 1v1 most of the time. So I feel like those top three, countering his top three, is super solid in my favor. And we'll see how that goes. But a thing that I'm probably the most worried about on his team is that Salazzle, because of how fast it is, and I have a lot of things that don't like getting hit by the fire, especially when it takes advantage of the sun, and that Gardevoir, which can trace Chlorophyll from Venusaur and just kill me with a Psychic or a Psyshock. So I have a couple techs that I'm hoping to make work this season, and let me get right into that. I should probably get to my team over here. So here it is this week. It is starting with my Venusaur. I put Grassy Seed on it this season because that defense, that boost that it gives me is really useful, especially versus like the Psyshock on Gardevoir. I feel like they will definitely take Psyshock over Psychic because Venusaur has a much higher special defense stat, in which case Grassy Seed mitigates that a lot. And yeah, so that's why I have that. I have Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Weather Ball, and Earth Power for the 4 great coverage moves. And something I learned this week is that Weather Ball, even though it says Max Strike when you Gmax, the move actually does change to the type of the weather that is up. So if sun is up, it does become a Max Flare, which is great, which means I don't lose that fire coverage when I Gmax like I thought a previous week. So I'm really excited about that. I have 36 speed instead of 252. I forgot what reason. I think I outspeed something in the sun. I don't remember exactly which Pokemon it was. But anyway, it's not that big of a deal. Venusaur needs the most HP it can get, and at 220 special attack, it's killing everything that it needs to. So that's why I have this set, and I'm hoping that Grassy Seed really catches him off guard, and we'll see how that works out. Next up is Torkoal with Heat Rock, classic. Every week I've been taking this, max defense, max HP, Flamethrower for the stab, Rapid Spin to get rid of Sticky Webs if he decides to set it up with Orbeetle. I have Earth Power there for the Salazzle, but I can't really take a hit from the Salazzle in the sun unless I get in a clean switch, because the fire still does a massive chunk to me. And Will-O-Wisp is there to catch something off guard like the Dracovish or the Rillaboom, because I still tank hits from both of those if I'm at a good amount of HP. And then I can burn them and cripple them and basically guarantee my win from there, because crippling Dracovish is extremely important. If he has Umbreon Heal Bell, that is going to be a problem, but as you can see with my next Pokemon, I have plans. So Volcarona with Focus Sash. I plan this to be my lead this time, and I don't expect him to think I'm going to lead Volcarona Quiver Dance, because typically I don't set up until I have an opportunity later in the game. But if he doesn't bring Mudsdale and I can get a Quiver Dance or a +2 special attack from Fiery Dance after a Quiver Dance, I sweep his entire team. I have Focus Sash there. If he leads Skarmory, the Focus Sash is great, because he will kill himself with Brave Bird after I get a Quiver Dance, or I Quiver Dance, he kills himself with Brave Bird, and then I Fiery Dance. Although then it leaves me susceptible to the Rillaboom Grassy Slide. But besides that, I will be able to sweep his team perfectly well. So I'm very excited for this. Worst case scenario, I do die to the Rillaboom, but Flame Body procs and I get a burn. So even then, I kill one thing and I cripple his main damage dealer. So I think Volcarona is extremely good for this matchup. If I can get that 2 Quiver Dances off, or a Quiver Dance and a Fiery Dance boost, it's just over. And I really hope I can sweep him, because his matches tend to be really close. We'll see. Next up is my Azumarill. I chose Expert Belt this week because I think it's really important to be able to switch moves. If I go for the Aqua Jet on the Salazzle and he switches into Dracovish, he can just Fishious Rend anything for free if I'm locked into Aqua Jet. So I want to be able to switch to Play Rough in that situation because I can kill it right off the bat. I'm not scared of the Fishious Rend, and I don't expect Azumarill to take any damage. I don't switch it in on any hits. So I think Azumarill is going to be very solid in this matchup. Next up is my Porygon2. Eviolite, of course. I have Shadow Ball this week because it has that Gardevoir, which is very scary. It does about 45% with all of its attacks to me. And Shadow Ball does a nice chunk and can lower special defense, so that's really nice. I have Trace again. If I can trace a stamina from a Mudsdale or something ridiculous, like I can reset up a Grassy Surge if it fades, because I don't expect him to run Terrain Extender. I thought maybe he would run his own Grassy Seed with Acrobatics to deal with my Venusaur, but even then the damage isn't too great. So just the ability to trace a lot of things, like even the Synchronize on Umbreon will be great. If he's going to Toxic something, I switch in Porygon Z or Porygon 2 and it just bounces back to him. I don't have Toxic on anything on this team, so that's really nice. And Tri-Attack is just because last week it was just so good for me. If I can get anything on the Switch with Tri-Attack and get status, it's a win. It's a win for me. Not a win for the game. Just the fact that Porygon gets in status on something is good enough. It also does 50-something% to Dracovish, so that's great. Next up is my Bronzong. Last but not least, I have Heat Proof because this lets him take any hit from Salazzle if the sun is not up, and I can OHKO it with Earthquake. I have Sunny Day there as a secondary way to set up my Sun, although I don't expect him to get that off very often because of how slow he is. Heavy Slam is there, does a nice 90% or so to Gardevoir, and Stealth Rock's there just for the extra hazards if I need it. It did come in clutch in a practice, killing the Gardevoir from 12%, so we'll see how that goes. I believe he has messaged me, so we will get to it shortly, and I hope you enjoy the battle. Alright, so the request has been sent, so let us just accept this. And he brought Umbreon and Skarmory, so no Orbeetle this week, which is really good. This is really good. If things can go well, let me just get my friend in here. How do I invite? Is it? So I think the leading of Volcarona is going to be very good. Let's just make sure my friend gets in here. Alright, cool. So this is super good. The Skarmory is going to be scary, but like I said, I have the Focus Sash. He doesn't have Frisk, which means he can't tell what my item is right away. So I'm going to lead Volcarona. He's going to lead Dracovish. I know that a Bug Buzz kills. I'm just going to go for the Quiver Dance. And he might have the Grassy Glide, but... Ooh, he messed up big time, because Bug Buzz is a sound move. Oh, no. He did not anticipate that. That's fantastic. He's going to kill himself. Please get the boost. Nice. So if he doesn't have Grassy Glide, then that Rillaboom is going to struggle. I'm assuming he definitely has Grassy Glide if he's going to stay there and do that. I don't anticipate ever getting another Quiver Dance off at 1%. I think I just Fiery Dance, or no, I Bug Buzz here. Yeah, he does have it. That's fine. I just go Torkoal here, and I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Anything taking a Will-O-Wisp will be great. He didn't G-Max, so he's going to switch. That's fine. I miss. That's unfortunate. Oof. That's nuts. So I don't want anything to really take a Toxic, but I guess I'm just going to go into Bronzong. I think getting Stealth Rocks up is probably the best bet. Even if it 2-hit KOs me, I don't really want... Oh, I mean, with the healing, it's not going to 2-hit KO me, so that's pretty good. I'm just going to get Stealth Rocks up. Oh, it did 2-hit KO me. He got a low roll the first time, which is fine. I'm just going to go into a Azumarill now, and Play Rough is going to hit anything really hard. The sun is up, which means my Liquidation is not probably going to kill the Salazzle, but that's okay. Oh man, that lead worked fine. I'm so happy about that. He didn't expect that at all. I'm glad that the substitute trick didn't surprise me because, or didn't work out because that would have smacked me if if I didn't lead Volcarona. I think I just go Torkoal here. It's still full health. I can tank a max Quake, and oh, he went for Drum Solo. That's even better. So this means I can definitely live another hit and get a Will-O-Wisp off. If he switches, then his Gmax is wasted. Nice. Nice, it hit this time. So, honestly, I don't need Torkoal for anything. I mean, no, I do need Sun, actually. So I'm going to switch into Porygon too. That's fine. It's not going to do anything. Wow. That worked way better than I ever anticipated it to. I'm just going to start spamming Tri-Attacks. Even if I lose Eviolite here, the job has been done. Yeah, I'm just going to click Tri-Attack again. Drain Punch, huh? Alright, so Sun is gone, which means now I'm going to switch back into my Torkoal to get the Sun back up. And then I'm going to switch into my... ooh, got something in my throat. This game is intense. Switch into my Porygon 2, so I can trace his Grassy Surge and set that up. Oh, he didn't kill me, though. That's okay. I still got 6 turns. 5 turns of it should be enough, I believe. Yeah, he kills it. And now I go into Venusaur. And I G-Max with the Max Flare. Oh, it says it over there. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, he's panicked. If I get the Max Ooze off right here, I think it's just a win. The Sun's going to be up for 4 more turns, and I'm going to be able to kill everything. Oof, that was nerve-wracking. Unfortunately for him, his Dracovish strategy failed from the start. If he was able to get that off in a different part of the game instead of right off the bat, I think that would have actually taken the game for him. But unfortunately did not. If this is Psyshock, then I live because of the Grassy Seed, and the Vine Lash should kill. And now I go back to regular form, and unless this is Scarfed, I mean, even Scarfed, I believe I outspeed. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Good game, man. Oh man, that was so intense. Just being in the same battle is just crazy. Yeah, he didn't know about the tech. I just found it out today. Well, good game, man. Have a good one. Hopefully you fight me in the finals, because I know it's going to be a really tough battle.